Good day, sir. My name is Luis Gabriel S. Rosales, and I'm going to be the sole presenter of the presentation of Group 1 for the finals laboratory exam. So this presentation will only go over the program flow as you relayed to us, sir, from our last laboratory meeting. So I will not provide my camera for the meantime, sir, just to make the recording process much faster. So without further ado, this is our presentation and this is our program. So first is the four frames that we one, two, three, four, five, six. The six frames that we have, which is the main frame, the login frame, the change pin frame, the deposit frame, the withdraw frame, and the report frame. So you will see the functions of these frames in just a bit once I start the program run, and I will also go over how they function and what functions they have. So I'll start. Okay, so upon runtime, the mainframe gets presented, and within the mainframe, we have the menu bar and the menu holding the menu, the account menu and the transaction menu. The account menu holds the manage menu, the login, the logout, and the exit menu items. And the transaction menu, you will see its contents later on. But first, in order to access this and the other inaccessible menu items and menus, we first need to properly log in. So here is the login frame. As we can see, the login frame prompts the user to fill in their credentials to log in. First is the account number. You gave us the dummy data, which is 123, and next is the PIN. The PIN is the 12345. Here we have here we can discuss the functions of the login frame. So first we have the show button. So the show or hide button does what it says, which either shows or hide the PIN inputted by the user in the login frame. Next is the login button. I will not click the login button yet because it will automatically log it. It will log in me because the input that I've inputted is the valid input. So I will first discuss the cancel option. The cancel option asks the user if they are sure that they want to cancel the operation. If I were to answer yes, it will close the operate the it will dispose the frame. If I were to answer no, then it will continue as normal. So let's see. Okay, and then we'll try that again. One, two, three, one, two, three, four. Let's say that we input the wrong pin, and I try to click login. Invalid inputs, please try again. The user will be prompted, will be informed that the inputs that they have inputted are improper or did not the proper account details to allow the user to log in. And the text frames will be cleared and the user is allowed to input their account information again. So let's log in properly this time. 123, 123, 4, 5. Log in, login successful. The user is prompted, it's informed that the login process that they went through has been successfully completed. Now we are open to see the other functions of the program, starting with the Manage menu within the Account menu. Here in Manage menu, we have the View Account and the Change PIN option. We will go over its functions later. I also have the Log Out menu item, which logs us out. I will show that later. And the Exit option, which closes the program. Next is the transaction. We have the balance inquiry, the deposit, the withdraw, and the report. We will go over these functions later. Let's start first with the account and the manage. So here we have view account. View account displays the AJ option pane informing the user of their account information. Here we can see the account number, the account name, and the PIN of the user. Next is the change PIN. So the change PIN option allows the user to change the PIN that they currently have with of course the pin should be in the proper format, meaning that the pin should be numbers. I understand that the pin for a bank account should only be numbers. If we misunderstood that, we apologize, sir, but based on our understanding, the pin should only be numbers. So the only valid inputs here are numbers. So let's see. Old pin is 12345. Let's say that the new pin will be 555 and confirm pin, which just means that we need to repeat the new pin in order to confirm that the new pin is the pin that we want for our account is 555. So here we can see the functions. The cancel function serves the same functions as you can see in the login frame. The show pins also serves the same function, changes the echo character of the password fields to either show or hide. I also added mnemonics in every, we also added mnemonics in every button in every frame. So as you can see here, okay. And then we have the change pin option. So first, let's make the change pin option. Let's explore the errors of the change pin option. If I were to click change pin here, it will input the error. It will display the errors: invalid old pin, invalid new pin, invalid confirm pin. Let's say that I put the wrong pin, wrong old pin, but I put the right new pins and confirm pins. Pin change. Oh, I'm sorry. I inputted the right information. Let's repeat that, sir. Um, the old pin now is 555. The new pin, let's say, is 123, 123. Let's see that. Let's put the old pin. Let's put the wrong old pin this time. 12345. So as you can see, the user is informed that the pin that they entered for the old pin is the invalid pin. So let's try putting the right pin this time, and we are going to 123. So here, the error J option pane should display that the confirm pin is invalid, and it will. Invalid confirm pin. It shows that the confirm pin inputted by the user is invalid. Next is 555. Um, let's see, RE change pin. Here, the new pin and both the new pin and the confirm pin are also invalid. And now let's just now that we explored we explored all the possible errors. Let's just continue on with changing the actual password this time. So 555. Let's make it 123. 123, change pin, and then that's done. We can see here in the view account the pin also updates accordingly. And that's about it in this the account menu. The logout, we can also try the logout. The user is prompted that if they are sure to log out, and then if they answer yes, they are logged out. The transaction is unavailable. The manage and the logout again is also unavailable. But we can also log in again, and the account number 123, the password or the pin that we updated from 12345 is now only 123, and it would work. And you see, it works. So let's move on to the transactions. The transaction menu, first menu item, the transactions menu is the balance inquiry. The balance inquiry shows the current balance of the user. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's now proceed with the deposit. So the deposit feature, the deposit function shows a frame that shows the current balance of the user, and the text field that allows them to input the proper or the valid inputs of money or imaginary money that they want to deposit on this bank account. So let's say I want to deposit. Uh, let's try um, let's try invalid inputs first. Let's say I want to deposit this. Invalid input. Please try again because it's not numbers. It should only allow numbers. Um, let's say also invalid input once again, and invalid input once again. Okay. We also have the cancel option or the cancel button here, which serves the same function, and the deposit button here basically verifies the input of the user and whether they are valid for depositing money. So let's try a proper deposit this time. So let's say 500, and I were to deposit, and I will now prompted to enter my PIN or my password to confirm this. If I were to click cancel, the whole operation will be reset, and I can just deposit again. And if I were to enter the wrong PIN, let's say invalid input, please try again, which also resets the program once again. But let's try proper input this time. Deposit complete, and that also reflects on our balance inquiry, showing a 5,500 pesos total balance. Now let's move on to the withdraw. So the withdraw feature basically offers the same functions as the deposit with the added or with the difference being that instead of adding to the balance, of course, it takes from the balance, it withdraws money from the balance, so it reduces the amount of the balance. It also doesn't allow the user to other than preventing the user from inputting invalid inputs, it also it also doesn't allow the user to withdraw money that exceeds the amount of money stored within the balance. So let's say I want to take a loan of 5,501 and I want to enter my PIN. Let's say 123. The withdrawal amount exceeds balance amount. Please try again. So I'm now informed that the amount that I tried to withdraw is invalid because it exceeds the amount of balance or the amount of money that I currently have within my bank account. So my card basically declined. Let's try invalid inputs again. Invalid inputs. Let's try again. Now let's try a proper input. I were to withdraw 1,000 pesos. Withdraw. I entered my proper PIN. 123 serves the same function. If I input the wrong PIN, then the process will be reset because it's an invalid input. If I were to press cancel, the process will also be reset. Or if I just press this X button, the process will also reset. So let's just continue on with the proper function. Withdrawal complete, and that is reflected in our balance inquiry showing that our money left in the balance is only 4,500 pesos. Now, last but not the least is the report menu item. The report menu item acts as a frame that shows the report or the details of the user's transactions. So first is the transaction number. The transaction number generates an ID number for the transaction of the user. It's just a 9-digit ID number that is randomly generated, and it also checks whether the previous ID is similar to the newly generated ID, and it will continuously generate different IDs in order to accommodate that, and so that no IDs will be the same. Next is the transaction date, which is the year, the month, the date, and the current time, which is 4:02 a.m. Good morning, sir. And then next is the balance inquiry. The balance inquiry shows the current balance of the user as of the finish of the transaction. So here in the balance inquiry, we show that 5,500, that's our current balance during this transaction because our transaction type is deposit, in which we deposited 500 pesos. We can see in the next transaction then is that the balance inquiry is 4,500 because our transaction type within here is the withdraw function or the withdraw transaction, which we withdrew 1,000 pesos. And that basically explains the whole function of our program. And with the last function being the exit function, which asks the user if they want to exit, should they say yes or should they say no? It won't do anything. Should they say yes, then obviously it will close the program. And that finishes our presentation. We thank you for your teaching, sir. And that's all, sir. Thank you.